Yo, hello everyone, I am Jack the Jack of Knaves, and welcome back to Legend of Hydrogen. So here I am admiring my wonderful potato farm, thinking how wonderful it is that we have potatoes. And thinking about it, I could have grown carrots here too, but that's neither here nor there. So as you can see in my inventory, we have a little bit of potatoes, and that should be very wonderful for us to help us on our adventuring way. What's this over here? Some gunpowder. Oh yeah, there's a witch over here that I killed. Please don't. Okay, that's fine. You can do that actually. So today, since we found the white wool last time, our objective this time is we're going to see what's over here. There's something over here, and we wish to know about it. Just a zombie spawner. That's fine. So it looks like there's a little place over there. That's cool. We can deal with that. And then there's a place over here. So it looks to me as though there's a sign over there too. They gave us a bridging kit earlier, and so I'm assuming what we may have to do at some point is just make bridges, as much as I would rather not. Let's try to line of sight this guy. Oh, hello. Oh, let's place those. Okay. I very much do not wish to get knocked off here. We also need to eat. There we go. Have a potato. Excuse me. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of you. Alright. Now that we got rid of the... You go over there. Okay, there we go. There we go. Got a... Oh, it's just a normal wooden pickaxe. That's not exciting at all. Why would you give me that? Start your bridge here if you're unsure of what to do. Okay, so it looks like we can bridge over there. I want to check out... It seems like... Actually, I'm wondering now. I know that there's a path over there, and it seemed to go kind of that way. I'm wondering if it links up over here at all. Oh-ho. Hello, you. Actually, I should keep one of those. Darn it, I keep forgetting. I want to keep one of these, one of the melee skeletons, and in fact, if we run across another one, I'm going to try to keep it. The reason being is because, like how we had in Ragecraft 2, if I can create a skeleton grinder out of melee skeletons, that'll be exponentially easier. I mean, we could theoretically in the future just make a spawner without them, but I found that creating them out of melee skeletons was generally better. Or we might end up like we did in Ama Caves, and I don't know if I addressed it yet, but in Ama Caves we just had an infinity bow for the entire time, so it wasn't even an issue. I doubt we're going to get that lucky again. I think we were just incredibly fortunate that we stayed alive as long as we did, and we had enough that we were able to recover stuff. Although in the grand scheme of things, we're not doing horrible now, so not that I particularly want to jinx that. But as far as runs go, this is going pretty swimmingly. Let's be careful here. Okay, so here is a melee skeleton. Let's Joe Hills light it up so that they don't spawn. Now that we know about the existence... Excuse me. Now that we know about the existence of tree spawners, we should be careful about that too. What are you? That is perhaps the wonkiest of lighting. There we go. I'm just gonna get rid of you. I don't know what your deal is. It seemed like they broke kind of easy earlier. But I guess... Now, what is your deal? Why? Why are you weird? Why are you acting so strange? Don't need you. Oh, hello. Yeah. Hiya. There we go. Let's break you. The lighting is acting really weird, and that might just be some side effect of the version that we're on, but it's awfully strange if you ask me. Ugh. Got a little bit of Got a little bit of sadness there when we dropped down that block. Okay, so it looks to me like that's where that bridge is. If I were a betting person... Wait, I don't know where this analogy is going. What I was about to say would not make any sense at all. I think our best course of action here is to, instead of bridging from here, let's bridge from the other location. See ya. You spawned. I don't appreciate that. Later. The mobs are acting kind of weird too. I don't know what the deal is. I'm not exactly complaining at this point because we're not dying, which I mean, I guess would be the alternative, is either we have weird mobs or death. Or maybe our options aren't limited to that. Okay, you're acting normal. You're acting murderous right now, which is exactly what I want. I want there to be somewhat of a challenge. What good is an adventure if you don't face any adversary along the way? It would just not be worth it at all. Alright, we're going to come over here. We're going to bridge. We'll have to improve this, and I might mine up some wood to improve this bridge at some point. Alright, we do have tons of that bridging material from before as well. It just seems like if we were to go from one place to the other, we would have to go across this precarious platform. There we go. Trying to properly use alliteration here. Okay. It looks like it's safe enough. I really don't like bridging, but we're gonna go for it. Oh. It's gonna get backed up. I was actually backing up just to check to see if there were what is it? Just to see if there was any spawners or anything that we could see from here. Other than the fact that there's a bunch of creepers there just kind of hanging out, it looks like we are free to advance. Alright, just creepers. We'll hop down and do that. Okay, we're too far away. So it looks like there's a bridge there that we can use to get over there, and there's a little area right over here. Looks like there's something up there as well. I want to make this area safe. It's my biggest concern at the moment, is right now we're in an unfamiliar territory. Alright, come over here. Let's look around. So here's that bridge before, and there's a thing over there, so we'll check that out in here in a second. I don't see anything down there, so I think we can avoid it for now. I don't like climbing up like this. It's very concerning, to say the least. Alright. Creepers are around, but again, they aren't posing us too much of a threat. No, this is a really weird glitch. I might see maybe if there's... I know that I can play on different versions. I almost want to see if adjusting it to a different version makes it so that glitch doesn't show up anymore. Because right now, as it stands, if we fire arrows, they just act a strange. Kill you. What are you? Don't mind if I do. Should probably not be messing with this right at the moment. I don't care. I'll take it. Again, doesn't look like there's too much danger around. I see there's one of the miners. Also, the fact that we picked up a sharpness sword right there makes me actually really happy, because I was getting concerned that we were using the paladin's blade a whole bunch. And we just overuse it and break it, which we're gonna do at some point. But now that we have another decent sword to replenish it, I feel a little bit better. Ouch! Ow! Rude. Again, I know I shouldn't be looking at these right now, but I can't help it. I can't. I gotta. My curiosity won't allow me to just leave it be. Although that will also be the death of us, so maybe I will ignore it for now. I see a Spawnier. Who are you? What are you? What do you do? What's your name? You have no name. Why are you not named? I feel like, I know it's not a requirement, but I feel like custom mobs should be named. It seems only fair. No! Well, that was unfortunate. I was blocking and everything. Alright, let's go get our stuff back. So given time to reflect, I've decided that it was not in fact that creeper that killed us, but overconfidence. We were getting a little bit cocky. I am not ashamed to admit that. Also, I realized that I did not block. I blocked and then unblocked. For some reason. I'm sure many scientists will debate why I decided to unblock at that moment, but I think all will agree, generally speaking, that it was a foolish move to make. Alright. Let's back up and let's actually make this place safe. Also, if we were looking for other excuses, I didn't die, well, I did die, but there was a reason behind it. I wanted to test out to see whether or not the death counter was working. And I'm sure you will all be glad to know it does in fact work. So yay us. We now have confirmed 100% that we can see that our deaths are listed. Now we will get approximately 0 more deaths. There will be no more deaths this run, now that we've confirmed that the death marker has in fact been turned on. So yay us. We will be successful from here on out. Also, I still have no clue what you are, but getting rid of you. I may mess with the volume of the game for the next episode. I feel like it's really low for some reason. Or maybe it's just me. I don't know. Let's see if that helps at all. I mess with stuff on my end, so we'll see if that helps at all for me. But as of right now, it actually is kind of hard to hear the mobs. Not that you care. Thinking about it, it's just like, hey, would it be engaging content if I described for you a personal problem that I was having? Actually, maybe. Before I get all weird about it, I actually could be entertaining. Well, not necessarily entertaining, but it could be something that we could talk about together. Looks like there is the way to go. I'll look at the chest later. I've realized the error of my ways, mostly involving looking at stuff before it's time. There we go. Kill you. I know you're still alive, but now you're not. Ha 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 ha, I am victorious. So it looks like there's the way to go. We can make a pathway. We also need to remember that we saw another pathway coming up here. So we have actually 2 areas to investigate now. Hello. You go over there. Fall damage. I feel like mobs dying to fall damage is always unintentionally hilarious. Why not spawn so low? It's so weird. What are you? Ooh. Oh, we actually need those bottles of enchanting for trading. They're like the Narpian currency, except enchanted bottles. Did Halicio also use enchanting bottles for trading? No. You could, there was no, I don't remember there being an actual currency for Ragecraft 2. I think it was just you found stuff and you could trade it for other stuff. I feel like in that regard, like enchanting bottles were the unintentional currency because you used them for a lot of trading. So it looks like for this area right here, we're going to have to bridge. Do I want to do that or check out the next area? Let's bridge for now. We're going to first create a dangerous bridge, and then we will later create a safer bridge. I am confident in the number of blocks we have. Is that? Oh, that's just a visual effect. There's also the spider. We have to be careful about that. That's lit. I don't know if that's just to emphasize the effect or what. Okay, come on, you. There we go. All this bridging makes me sad. To be perfectly honest, I would be much happier if there was less bridging involved. Okay. I hear zombies. I see the spawner. Let's light it up, and then we can investigate later. There was a update glitch. I don't know what to consider it, but like the weird glitch where everything will freeze for a second and then starts up again. I don't know what to consider that. Alright. Lit up these spawners a little bit. Let's kill these guys so we can get some of the pressure off, and then we'll see about actually destroying some of these. There we go. Kill you. I don't know if there's any more spawners. There's only one that I saw right out here. I think maybe I will try a different version. I don't know if it's because of the version I'm playing or just what, but the mobs do seem to be acting really weird. Like him, he's just kind of standing there, like not doing anything. And him. Like, it seems as though I will attack them, and then they'll be like, oh, I remember what we were supposed to be doing. We were supposed to be attacking. Ah. We were supposed... Oh, no, no, no. Why? Okay. The badness has happened. We've officially hit the dark zone of Sad Town. The poison spiders have arrived, and we will need to dispose of them. There we go. Looks like they're up top. There's a creeper down there, and that does not fill me with any manner of happy. Let's do this. There we go. Kill the spider before we get completely overrun here. I want to deal with a creeper. Alright. I think that one spider spawned inside the house, so we don't have to worry about it quite yet. There's another zombie down there. We've got a lot of stuff to check out later, which is actually nice because that means that we can replenish our stock a little bit. It honestly does seem like they are spawning from somewhere. Book. Coal. Unbreaking. You. Words. Looks like this branches off into a couple different areas. Let's take a look at that here in a second. I want to clear out this house though. Hey, there we go. House cleared. Oh, hello. Don't poison me. Hey, more stuff. Ooh, cooked pork chops. Alright, I'll take a look at... that was weird. Take a look at all this stuff here in a little bit as well. I think that's it for this little section right here. Doesn't look like there's anything underneath either. Huh, okay. Oh, excuse me. Pardon me. Oh, okay, there we go. Alright, let's take a look at what this is. Enchanted Orb level 2. Hey, the first intersection. I probably should have guessed, actually. Yay, we did it. We made it to the first intersection here. That's good. Intersection. Oh, this is cool. I like this. It tells us what wools are available in this area, and it tells us how many power gems we're expecting to find. Power gems, of course, being the emeralds that we talked about before. Hey, well, this is cool. I like this. Normal bread. All right. So that's pretty neat. I guess in between episodes, I will have to come over here and set up our new base. We'll set up a base just somewhere around here, and yeah, hey, this is pretty exciting. Let's not end there though. I feel like that would be a really short sort of episode if we just ended right there. Instead, let's actually check out that other area that we saw before. Something weird about that tree. I don't know. It just seems really large. Like way too large for like a normal, just randomly plop down tree. But at the same time, I can't imagine him like, well, I mean, I guess. Can I imagine like a map maker just making a really large tree and just putting something at the top of it? Being like, aha, it's a good thing you investigated the top of that tree. Like, wow, I wouldn't have expected you to grow a very large, suspiciously gigantic tree and then just put something on top of it. Seems almost kind of on the nose. I don't know. who am I to say what the whims of map makers are? Alright, so we're going to take a look at that area right there. There's actually a more convenient way to get there if we come down from this area over here. We also have the other thing to check out, so we'll have to take a minute to do that as well. Can I? Oh, I can. I have enough. Actually, I almost want to do that first. Before we take a look at this, let's go over there. Alright. Yeah. Ugh, I'm sorry if I'm like all sorts of like sniffling and like all sorts of just, I don't know, a mess. It seems as though my cold, instead of getting better, has gotten worse, if you can believe it. Again, it's a really weird sort of like, it's a slow burn. I'll be fine. Actually, probably what the strangest thing about it is I'll be fine for about 90% of the day. And then for a brief period of time, I will just be the worst. Just, nose running, coughing, just all sorts of badness. Okay, more supplies. Glass, cooked project. Okay, I'll come back for that later. I took the axe off the bar, which is what we want, because we want to check to see if there's any spawniers. Doesn't look like it. I guess that's really all I had to say about the matter. Again, I don't know if there's anything over there. Like, if there's anything worth checking out. I see that there's a spawner there. So obviously, if we went there would be some sort of danger involved with it. But just looking at it, I don't see why I would want to go over there. I don't see any reward. I mean, maybe it's hidden, which could be true, which could be the case. Especially in terms of hiding like random supplies like we saw over there. It might be that we just can't see it from this angle, but I don't know. Yes, that is what I wanted to do. That is exactly it. No, go away. Alright, we need to be careful moving around here. I think for this area right here, what we're going to do is we're just going to investigate this, but I don't imagine us actually going into town all that much. I don't necessarily want to go super gung-ho exploring mode. Well, what am I saying? I also want to be super gung-ho exploring mode, but I don't know if I will necessarily do it this episode. What's this say? This has a description of what's in here. Let's back off as we read them. That seems good. Let's see what we got. Area. Right here it says, the towers... How should I read this? Maybe I should go like stoic. The towers on these magnificent items were humble homes of the Valgarian thugs. They were not at all friendly, and liked to have all the land to themselves. When the miners started their second operation, anger shook the whole community. So they prepared for battle. An attack on the left flank of the miners' retreat was held by Chief Gathir, who was foiled by a miner scout. The war commenced on the land, and homes upon homes were burned down. Explosions wrecked the land with the miners' TNT. Both sides were forced to retreat, as the troop counts were severely lowered. The miner groups were split in two. The others rushed back to the base, while the other rushed back to their base, while the other attempted to establish a new shelter on the colossal Skyland. But the lack of food struck them heavy, and the group slowly starved to a painful death. Who knows how the Valgarians suffered, and how other minor groups held on? Perhaps their souls lived on? Who can say for certain? Not me, because I do not know. Monsters. Types of monsters. Valgarian thugs. Rotten souls of war-battered soldiers that live on. They drop bread and white leather chest armor. Oh, that's what we saw before. I just gestured with my actual hand. That's weird. And Valgarian thugs fast. A faster remnant of the soldiers. And they are just faster. Okay, good to know. So let's take a quick peek over here. I think that will be what we can do for the last little bit of this episode. Like I alluded to before, I don't imagine that we're going to explore the entire area this episode. I actually am under a small time constraint here. There we go. But we'll see what we can explore. I just want to get an idea of what this area is like. I imagine that this is going to be one of the wool areas, considering I think my words are all like weird right now. I think there's 6 wools in this area. Oh, but I can't be certain. Alright. Yep, there's a fast thug. There's a bunch of archers. We are going to die now. Bummer. That went downhill really fast. I don't know where all those skeletons came from. Well, that was kind of a bummer. Not exactly how I imagined I would end the episode, but yeah, it'll work. I'll go recover those items. I also will make the move over to the first intersection. So I hope you enjoyed this episode, and as always, stay tuned for more.